Neville is back in midfield. Scholes supports Van Nistelrooy with Louis Saha cup-tied. City performed the minor miracle in turning 3-0 deficit at Spurs to a 4-3 victory, but 5 of this 11 are playing in their first Manchester derby, including goalkeeper Arne Arason, who's back for his second appearance. Jeff Winter in charge for what will be a highly charged encounter here at Old Trafford. Manchester City have not won here in any competition for 28 years. It was the first tie out of the bag for the 5th round draw, and it's the first to kick off. Manchester United mount the first attack. It went out off Scholes. It'll be a throw to Manchester City. For Kevin Keegan, it's his birthday today. He's 53. Tackles snapping in quickly in these opening moments. City with possession, but United with a lot back to defend. McManaman, Fowler, that hits Scholes on the arm. It's going to be a free kick. Seemed to be a little movement of the arm by Paul Scholes. And Jeff Winter gives Manchester City the first opportunity, perhaps, to test Tim Howard in that United goal. It's a fair old distance. Siversky, number 10. Oh, it's deflected. It hit the wall. Siversky only taking a couple of strides to hit that. There was a sort of a dummy runner, really, who started his run-up. And the deflection just carrying it wide of the post. City force the first corner. Tarnat will take it. This stands in the 6-yard box. Siversky trying to make room around the penalty spot. Dunn's in there as well. Howard stays on his line, headed out by Silvestre. Just hooked back in by Rayner. Offside. It's Robbie Fowler. And an interested face in the crowd, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who is now back playing after his long absence with injury. Scholes. City have certainly made it difficult for Manchester United in these opening 20 minutes or so. Here's Giggs. Scholes to Philip Neville. Here's Gary Neville. Chance here for Roy Keane. Nicely played in by Van Nistelrooy. It's the best attack of the match so far. Lovely touch by the Dutchman. And Keane with a full sight of goal. Follows a solitary figure in blue. Roy Keane touched on to Van Nistelrooy. Into Giggs. Scholes comes to the near post. Scholes is in there! It's been coming, and City know it. Scholes with that predatory instinct to get himself in the right place at the right time. Keane, who moved it on to Van Nistelrooy, played with the outside of the boot to find Giggs, and Paul Scholes getting in exactly the right spot. It's his 10th goal of the season. He moves into double figures. And that, remember, after being out of the team for 4 months with an injury. Philip Neville. Oh, it's a good ball. Clever spot to see that Scholes was standing unattended and unmarked. Here's Gary Neville, who's already delivered 2 excellent balls from that position. Goes down under the challenge of Tarnat, and he feels we should have got a penalty. Oh, and this is the sort of thing that sometimes can happen. Oh, well, Gary Neville may be in serious trouble here with McManaman. I don't know how much of that Jeff Winter saw, but it was a rush of blood by Gary Neville, and the City players certainly saw it. And now Roy Keane with a handful of Tarnat's shirt. What a pity that it's boiled up like this. Kevin Keegan in to have a calming word with Tana. Well, you knew it was always just below the surface, didn't you? Yeah, Jeff Winter clearly indicating that he feels Gary Neville has headbutted Tana. That's the initial incident. He felt he should have had a penalty because of the challenge. Perhaps you can understand his frustration, but then it boiled up, and there with Steve McManaman, he clearly headbutted him. Well, he's had a word now, Jeff Winter, with his official on this near side, and is he going to show another red card? It's a yellow for Joey Barton. No love lost there. There's Richard Dunn. Now Wright Phillips. Barton, who was yellow carded. Tarnat. McManaman. To Fowler, he's got inside the defence. Here's Robbie Fowler. It's an awkward angle. Howard saves with his knees. Lovely little ball by Steve McManaman, just slid between the defenders to set Fowler free. He didn't have a lot to work with. The angle was tight, but he's got a corner. Tarnat will take it. Chance here for Rayner. Clawed away. Van Buyten couldn't get tall enough, and Scholes clears. Fortune. Giggs. Dunn makes him turn. Chipped in. Ronaldo's offside. Flag went up as soon as the ball was played. Oh, offside, and by a merry mile. Into Fowler. Oh, must be a free kick, surely. Referee Jeff Winters allowed play to go on, but Fowler gingerly getting back to his feet. And City without him at the moment, but here's Siversky, and here's a chance for Wright Phillips. Well, he did as much as he could. He made sure it was on target, but he went to beat Tim Howard on his near side. And he was able to push it away. It's going to be a corner. Tarnat will take it. City with all the pressure at the start of this second half. Rayner ran under his foot, and Ronaldo's knocked it forward, and here's Roy Keane just to carry it downfield and relieve things. And on for Ronaldo. Distin gets in front of him, forces him to turn. Still a young player with a lot to learn, great skills. But Manchester City carving out their first real chance of this cup tie. Maybe City can spring out quickly, as McManaman rather struggling to go on the overlap, but here is McManaman. But the idea was good, execution let it down. Here's Van Buyten, here's Barton. City try to make another chance. Here's Richard Dunn. Better cross this time. Oh, great save by Tim Howard to prevent Joey Barton from scoring. It was the header back that set up the chance. On the volley first time, and that's a brilliant save. City with the corner. Tarnat will take it. Pressure mounting on United's defence. This is McManaman. Pulls it back. Wright Phillips is in there. Van Buyten goes in. Yes, I think he went in on he seemed to have more of an eye on Tim Howard than he did on the ball as it was flighted over, and the Belgian World Cup player is penalised. It's going to be a free kick. But here's that save by Tim Howard, right-handed, to deny Joey Barton, who got a really good contact. Scholes, who's a diamond of a little player, and that's a great ball to pick out Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he bundled over, no penalty. Combined attention of Van Buiten and Distan, and immediately Jeff Winter waved his arms in a manner to suggest he wasn't going to give a penalty. Wright Phillips, Siberski. Here's McManaman. Best chance that City have created, perhaps, and Howard has saved it again. But wait. Lovely little ball chipped over the top by Fowler, and McManaman didn't really get a full connection. And again, they failed to get it past Tim Howard. But it was an easy enough save. It was right at him. McManaman. Picked up by Giggs into the path of Van Nistelrooy. He's just got Giggs forward with him. Oh, well, it's going to be a corner. It looked as if it hit the hand maybe of Distan, but if it did, there was no intent. It was just driven in. Certainly some sections of the crowd behind that goal shouted handball, as it came off his foot and then his arm, and it's going to be a corner. Ronaldo will take it. O'Shea with an intricate back heel. That's Van Nistelrooy. Van Buiten can deal with it, but only as far as Keane. Well, everybody stopped, and I think they half expected a free kick. Into the 6-yard box, Van Nistelrooy! It's 2 to Manchester United, and Jeff Winter waves away City protests. It's his 23rd goal of the season. There's the flick by O'Shea. Knocked up by Van Nistelrooy himself. Van Buiten's header only as far as Roy Keane, and then City players stopped. Maybe they thought they heard a whistle. In by Ronaldo, moved on by Giggs, and there's Van Nistelrooy waiting at the back post. And Ruud Van Nistelrooy scores his 103rd goal in Manchester United colours. And the relief on Sir Alex Ferguson's face tells it all. Well, United won't feel too comfortable even at 2-0 after their experiences at Goodison Park when they led 3-0 and needed a last-minute winner to beat Everton 4-3. And there's still time for Kevin Keegan to send on the City cavalry. It will certainly set up a dramatic finish here. Here's Ryan Giggs, who just got a little touch in the build-up to that goal by Van Nistelrooy. Scholes. Fortune. Goes around Siberski too easily. Now can he pick somebody out? Driven in hard. Oh, wonder save! But it's the third! Ronaldo! It's 3-0, and City have crumbled. And the 10 men of Manchester United are now doing to Manchester City what the 10 men of City did to Tottenham in the last round. There was a wonderful save in the middle of that from the Icelandic international, Arne Arason, but in the end it counts for nothing. Fortune with all the time to pick out the initial shot, which brought the save. Giggs, brilliant save. Ronaldo onto the loose ball and into the roof of the net. 3-0. Kevin Keegan can only reflect on what might have been. Barton. Dunn. Distan down, surely now. Oh, what a strike! Tarnack pulls one back for Manchester City, and with 13 minutes left, is that a goal too late? Well, we shall see. Sylvain Distan staying forward now as City really go for broke, and his little glancing header found Tarnack coming forward from that left side, and the German drilled it in left-footed. Ronaldo. Was blocked unceremoniously by Tana. Giggs will take it. Keane's there! Van Nistelrooy! It's 4-1. Van Nistelrooy will claim it, but I wonder if Roy Keane's header was just about over the line when Van Nistelrooy got his touch. It's a great ball swung in. There's the header. No, it wouldn't have gone in, would it? It needed the touch of Van Nistelrooy off his thigh and then thumped in for his second of the match. United's fourth. Left-footed. It's Ronaldo defending. Barton, free kick. Just trying to move it away from Keane to give himself a chance of a shot. He's got City a free kick in a good position. Taken quickly. Oh, and they've got another one. A moment of inspiration, catching Tim Howard out and catching Manchester United out. You can see Fowler there just asking referee Jeff Winter, can I take it quickly? And he clearly says yes, and United are caught cold. Tim Howard on the post to organise the defensive wall, and that negates any need for that, and it's 4-2. They're not the first this season, Manchester United, to be caught like that, and you'd think that teams would learn. Well, you look at the clock and we've got 4 minutes. Surely they can't get back to level, can they? Here's Richard Dunn. Made room for a good cross. Can he deliver it? He does. Siberski! Oh, that's so close. Well, hang on. Are the gremlins in that Manchester United defence beginning to reappear? McManaman. Keane makes him hurry, but he finds Barton. But now shadowing Joey Barton, who's still kept it in play and gets in a good cross. Siberski's there with a header. Oh, and he's headed it wide again. How many chances do they need? Fowler. Dish down, back to Fowler. Siberski, back to Fowler. Here's Rayner, here's Van Buyten. Chance for Van Buyten. Cleared by Sylvester. Here's Ronaldo. Well, it's been a classic FA Cup tie. 2 goals from Van Nistelrooy as United win 4-2. But there are question marks still about United's defending, allowing City to score 2, and it might have been more. Manchester United 4, Manchester City 2.